Of you have no doubt seen the devolving of Nikocado avocado. So, we're just going to talk about him for a couple minutes, yo. Because I feel as though, because I am fat, I have a valid opinion when it comes to other people's diets, right? You gotta get the onions. Their fries are ass and their mozzarella sticks are disgusting. I don't give a fuck what you say. And I got a triple whopper and 2 chickens because I'm fat. But I also don't get pickles on them because that's a lot. But I want to talk about... This is fucking lopsided. I'm gonna completely rearrange this burger. It's just taking time out of my day. Anyways. It is true that fast food's bad for you. But I'm trying not to eat as much fast food, and I really haven't been, honestly. I'll get fast food maybe 2 times a week. And that sounds bad to a normal person with a normal diet who doesn't eat it that much. But I live spitting distance from McDonald's, and it was primarily a convenience thing for me. When I had an extra $5 or $10 to go to McDonald's several times a week. Look at that. That's a triple whopper. And even the amount of food that I eat is humbled by the amount that Nikocado avocado eats. Some of you don't know who I'm talking about. And I suggest if you have a queasy, easily fucking disturbed stomach, I wouldn't look up his videos. If you don't like videos where people gorge themselves with mountainous amounts of food. But also, the craziest thing about it, which I didn't really know anything about him until he started doing this. I just had a lady drive past me. I'm in the parking lot of Walmart, by the way. She has window clings of her kids' faces going on the outside of her van. Probably so she doesn't forget them in the car. Anyways, this man went from being like a vegan, skinny, healthy person to what he is now. And he used to do mukbangs where he would eat vegetables. And lately, him and this woman called Hungry Fat Girl, I think that's her username, have been doing videos where they sit and eat mountainous amounts of ramen or mountainous amounts of donuts. And if you want to feel better about your dietary decisions, just watch them. I love how nobody was coming this way until I fucking parked here. Now everyone wants to park here, everyone wants to drive by and watch me fucking eat. I'm here to do some Christmas shopping too, but I don't know. What's crazy to me is YouTube as a whole community will cancel people like Shane Dawson for their old jokes and things that they no longer say or identify with. hear me out for what I'm about to actually fucking say before you jump in my comments and say, well, his jokes were pretty fucked up. Because I agree, they were fucked up. I'm still a fan of his, but that's because I realize people can move on and grow. If you don't, I'll let you stay in that pathological bullshit state of mind. Because I have friends and shit like that made very similar jokes to him. And those friends are not pedophiles. Okay? They just had a fucked up sense of humor and they grew the fuck out of it because now they have kids and they realize how harmful those fucking jokes are. But, as I was saying, it's almost as if we've replaced one form of toxicity and disgusting behavior with another form. And you have people like Trisha, who just because she doesn't necessarily look the worst, people are okay with her mukbangs. You have people like Nikocado, because he's funny, people will sit there and watch him. And I'll admit, when I first started watching one of his mukbangs, before he actually got to the eating part, I was laughing a little bit. When it got to the actual eating part, I was like, ugh. And then you have people like Eugenia Cunha who are on the opposite end of the spectrum. Complete fucking skeletal remains walking and talking among us. That now people are mad and canceling people for speaking out against it. I'm sorry, but if you suffer with an eating disorder, you should understand that you could trigger somebody else who has an eating disorder to relapse by being the way you are, dressing the way you are, and behaving the way that she is. Don't believe me? Look up her fucking Twitter and look at the picture she just posted for Christmas. And I know, I'm heavy. I have no right to lecture anybody on their dietary choices. But I also don't have anywhere near the amount of fucking influence that these two individuals do. Now, Trisha doesn't seem to do it anymore. Actually, I don't watch her videos anymore, so I don't know what she posts anymore. But, and I used to be a big fan of hers, actually. But yeah, I don't have anywhere near the influence that someone like Nikocado Avocado or Eugenia Cunha has. But the fact that they do is what makes it even worse. And while I make bad dietary choices, I don't like those onion rings as much as I thought I would. They taste different than when I had onion rings at Burger King a couple weeks ago. It's whatever. But I'm the kind of person that, yes, I eat poorly. But I also love fruits and vegetables. Like, when I get a burger, I love getting onions, lettuce, tomato. You know. And I like salads too, and I like steamed vegetables. Like, and when I say steamed vegetables, I mean steamed vegetables. Just maybe salt, if that. Not butter, not cheese, not, you know. So, yeah. It doesn't make me better than anybody else, but it's weird to me that Nikocado went from vegan activist, living on vegetables, to completely destroying his health and himself for views. And maybe at some point he's going to stop this and lose a bunch of weight and then say, see, when I said you are what you eat, that's what I meant. You know, maybe this is all some kind of publicity stunt. And I hope it is, because even though I don't know the guy, and even though I myself am heavy, I think the fact that he's doing it for views and likes and shit like that is very detrimental. So, like, it's wrong. There was a point in time where I was doing videos of me eating because it got me more views. Then I gained like 60 pounds doing it because I was eating fast food a lot. Lady, I don't know why you're driving so goddamn slow, but my car's not running, so obviously I'm not gonna pull out in front of you, you dumb cunt. Sorry. But I need to turn this off. I'm done talking. I hope you liked this video. I hope my points made sense. Adios.